Game effort by Sarah Gem, but Red Ned too good. That's 4 down from Eagle Farm. We'll be back after this break with the 4X, and races 6, 7, 8 was very good. She was nicely ridden by Neil Williams. Strawberry Road led, was pressured in the lead at most stages, and Homemade joined him just after they straightened. They had a great battle for a couple of 100 metres, but the filly just got the measure of Strawberry Road, and then Gelsomino flashes home to get second in an outstanding Oaks trial.
Well, he's about midfield in the early stages, but sliding up towards the first 4 or 5. Getting back Fair Rise and Chance Always with Smoky Babylon running onto the bend at the 1600. And Moa the leader, but joined quickly by Strawberry Road on the outside, who's looming up to Moa. A length away third, Dream Silver, followed then by Homemade. Bolgan Secret was next on the inside, then Gelsomino, who's caught a little bit deep at the moment, followed by Star of the Night, Prince Comedy. Getting a fair way back in the field was Ko. Haley's Hope about midfield, then Smoky Babylon, Chance Always and Fair Rise. 1,300 metres to go, and Dittman has taken the favourite to the lead now, and it's Strawberry Road by a half length. In second place, Dream Silver, a length and a half away third, Moa, settling on the inside. Followed then by Sharada, who's 3 deep on the outside of Homemade. Bolgan Secret the rails. Prince Comedy midfield running on the inside. A length and a half then to Gelsomino. Followed by Haley's Hope, who's picking up ground. Smoky Babylon next on the rails. Back third last Ko. Then Chance Always and Fair Rise was last. Onto the bend at the 1,000. Strawberry Road doing it pretty easily at the moment. Leads by a head. Second the outside, Dream Silver, followed by Moa. Then Sharada, who's going up on the outside of Homemade. Haley's Hope, Star of the Night. Then Bolgan Secret, Prince Comedy, Gelsomino. Worse than midfield now. Over on the inside, Smoky Babylon. Then Ko. Chance Always back second last, and Fair Rise at the rear. They start to pack up as they come down the side. 600 metres to go, and Strawberry Road the leader. They're putting a bit of pressure on him now. Homemade loomed up quickly on the outside to join him. In third place, Dream Silver, followed then by Haley's Hope. Sharona to the outside, Bolgan Secret, followed by Star of the Night, and then Prince Comedy. Strawberry Road in front, 350 to go. Homemade on the outside, tackling Strawberry Road, and they've raced away from the rest of the field, headed by Bolgan Secret, Haley's Hope, Star of the Night down the outside with Gelsomino. Strawberry Road in front. Dittman's forced to go for the whip on him. Homemade's having a real crack at him now. Homemade and Strawberry Road. Gelsomino's rattling home on the outside. Homemade in front of Strawberry Road. Gelsomino can't get to them. Homemade in front. She's won it. Homemade first. Gelsomino's second. I think it knows in front of Strawberry Road. Followed by Fair Rise, Haley's Hope, and then...
I'm sure Strawberry Road will be fitter for the Channel 7 Stakes next week, and the good run in the race also from the Queensland filly Star of the Night in finishing 5th, and she's not without some chance in the Oaks. The next was the Castlemaine Gold Flying, and it featured another big win to Neptune's Court, a second leg of Duffy's treble, and he's really shown great speed since Duffy's been associated with him. They've now scored 3 on the trot.
Unsettling down as they race to the first bend. Cloverbrook taken on quickly by Handsome Prince, the centre, and Star of Sirocco. Neptune's caught up running fourth in the early stages, then the long run, followed by Draw the Line, Keep Safe midfield on the inside of Smiler Kyle. Further back then was Mr Digby with Cardew, Sovereign Chick, Sovereign Chief, and Anchor in last. As they come down the side, about 750 to go. Star of Sirocco a half length on Neptune's Court. A neck away third in the centre was Handsome Prince, followed by Cloverbrook, who's racing on the inside of Lord Sambo. Draw the Line, then the long run, followed by Smarter Kyle, Keep Safe on the inside. Cardew's giving them a long start as they race to the home turn, and then Sovereign Chief and Anchor in last as they swing around the home turn now. And Handsome Prince loomed up in the centre to go to the lead, but he's tackled immediately by Neptune's Court, and Neptune's Court's raced away from them. Neptune's Court 2 in front of Handsome Prince, then the long run, Cloverbrook, Lord Sambo, Draw the Line down the outside, and then Star of Sirocco. Neptune's Court well clear, 200 metres to go. Duffy's pulled the whip on him. Draw the Line way out in the middle is rattling home now. Neptune's Court in front. Draw the Line trying hard to get to him. No, he's too good. Neptune's Court's going on to win it. Neptune's Court first. Draw the Line second. Oh, there's a run. Anchor in. He flew, and he's in a photo with Lord Sambo for third, followed by the long run.
Sure, everyone picked up the run of Anchor in finishing 4th, and the 3-year-old is going to measure up as one of the top prospects in the Winter Carnival. Next was the second novice Handicap, and it went to Kucek, and a good ride by Lindsay Hatch. He's an underestimated apprentice. This is his 12th city win. He's only a 19-year-old, and I think he deserves better opportunities in the city. Even Seals a big run. Sweeps around them in the middle part. Battles on well for second.
Sovereign Patch came out quickly. He's running up into a prominent spot with Big Seamus and Bold Acquaintance. Getting back Trendy Star with Sharp Pan, and Swift Wheels immediately drops to the rear. Running up towards the 1200 now, and Steel Isle Sam is taken on quickly by Bold Acquaintance, who's hit the front. Bold Acquaintance about a neck in front of Steel Isle Sam. Big Seamus third, Methodical fourth, then Sovereign Patch, followed by Kucek. Ronley Bode the centre, a couple of lengths to Sondier, then Ned Dewey on the inside. Even Seal starting a run now, picking up ground on the outside of Cobb and Co. A length further further back to Sharp Pan, and then Swift Wheels, Hasty Harry and Trendy Stars last at about 15 lengths off the leader. As they come down the side, 750 metres left to go. Bold Acquaintance the outside, ahead in front of Steel Eye Sam. Methodical's a length and a half away third, followed by Big Seamus on the inside, then Kucek. Going around them with a good run is Even Seal. He's putting himself into the picture. Just behind them, Sovereign Patch, and then Ron Lee Bow as they straighten up now with about 450 metres to go. Bold Acquaintance in front. He shook off Steel Eye Sam on the outside. Methodical coming home gamely. Even Seal to the extreme outside, running on well. Cusek's going for a run in the middle and getting it. Sondier and Sovereign Patch down the outside. It's Bold Acquaintance in front. Methodical coming at him quickly on the outside. Even Seal running on gamely, and then Kucek. Bold Acquaintance has kicked again. Bold Acquaintance and Kucek, they're locked together. Cusek's way out in the middle of the track. I think he's in front. Cusek's just in front of Bold Acquaintance. They're drawing to the line. Kucek wins it by a neck. Bold Acquaintance or Even Seal second, and up there with them too, Methodical. Cobb and Co ran on.
The punters really warmed to Duffy again in the Encourage handicap, and here Fixed Flush led most of the way, too strong at the finish, scores by a length and 3/4, starting at 6 to 4 on, and the bookies really knew about this one. Second was Dashing Dancer, which is a very good run. He battles on strongly after he works his way into the clear, just about the 200 metre mark.
Gay Gold is getting back with Lilting Star on, settling down, running to the first bend. Connor's Empire joined quickly by the favourite Fixed Flash, and they're going stride for stride. Big Hurry third, followed then by Diet Tell on the inside of Battle Lomon. A length further back to Bright John over on the inside, Nobly Born, and then Dashing Dancer, Chief Warrior, Bayhawk, followed by Legal Progeny. Lilting Star getting a long way back. Puffers third last, and then Gay Gola and Swift Avon down the side, 700 to go. Connor's Empire ahead in front of Fixed Flash, who's travelling easily outside of the leader. Diet Tell in third place. Bright John going up quickly. Big Hurry just behind them. Then Nobly Born, Dashing Dancer, Battle Lamon. Legal Progeny's now starting a quick burst coming around the field, and then Chief Warrior as they straighten up. Fixed Flash on the outside has pegged his nose in front of Connor's Empire. Diet Tell off the rails at the right time, and then Big Hurry, Nobly Born, Chief Warrior. Legal Progeny and Breakhead John to the extreme outside, and then Dashing Dancer, 250 to go. And Duffy said go on the favourite, and Fixed Flash raced away from them. Fixed Flash 2 lengths in front, battling on fairly well. Legal Progeny, and then Connor's Empire and Dashing Dancer right down the outside. Swift Avon is rattling home, but it's the favourite in front, drawing to the line, and it's 3 for Duffy. Fixed Flash first, Dashing Dancer second, Swift Avon third, then Bayhawk, Legal Progeny, followed by Nobly.
The treble took Duffy to 40 wins on the premiership table, and that put him 12 behind Graham Cook, but Cookie bounced back with a quick answer by scoring on Roipeka in the last event. This was solidly backed, 8s into 5s. The favourite Son of Vale raced very keenly in the early stages. The first start for a few weeks, and she's sure to be improved.
Began quickly, and Son of Vale fast into stride, up looking for the lead with Cassidy in the early stages. Crewshade and Grey Zone came out fast. Carlingford caught a bit wide as they go to the turn out of the straight. Prince Consul getting back. Patton Prince can't go the speed. He's drifted back to second last in company with Bucking Rip, and All the Lad immediately goes to the rear. It's the favourite Son of Vale in front as they run up towards the 1800. Son of Vale taken on very quickly by Cassidy on the outside, and Cassidy's moving to the lead now. Son of Vale racing very erratically, threw her head in the air there for 3 or 4 strides. She's settling a little bit better now, but still inclined to go a little fiercely. Cassidy by 2 lengths in front of Son of Vale, another 2 to Crewshade. Grey Zone a half length away fourth on the inside, then Carlingford. Jip trapped a bit deep at the moment. Over on the rails was Jickery, a half length then to Bucking Rip, followed by Roipeka. Getting back in the field, Valmont with King's Law. Patton Prince now starting to pick up ground, and All the Lad together with Prince Consul at the rear, going past the 1300, and it's Cassidy the leader by almost 2 lengths on Son of Vale. Crewshade third, Jip fourth, Grey Zone fifth over on the inside, and then Carlingford, Jickery, followed by Bucking Rip, and then Roipeka on the outside of Valmont, King's Law, Patton Prince, All the Lad, and Prince Consul at the rear, going to the bend at the 1000. Cassidy still the pacemaker. He's 2 in front of Son of Vale, travelling easily in second place. Jip 3/4 of a length away third, followed by Grey Zone on the inside. A length and a half then to Carlingford. Over on the rails, Jickery picking up ground. Bucking Rip, he's starting to make ground now. He's going up on the outside, followed by Crewshade. Further back, Roipeka. Getting a long way back, Patton Prince. He's back third last, just in advance there of All the Lad and Prince Consul last as they come down the side. 700 metres to go. It's Cassidy the leader, a length in front of Son of Vale, and Jif going up strongly on the outside, followed by Grey Zone. Bucking Rip, Crewshade continuing a run, going up in the centre. Crewshade, followed by Carlingford and Jickery. King's Law 4, right to the outside, putting in a burst. And Roipeka now starting a run as they straighten up. Cassidy the leader. Jiff going out after the leader quickly on the outside. Son of Vale in the centre going with Jiff. Roipeka joining in 4 deep. They're pretty tight at the moment. Son of Vale has taken the lead from Jiff. Roipeka on the outside. Grey Zone getting a run on the rails. Crewshade going through on the centre. Son of Vale's just in front. Roipeka's coming home fast on the outside. Roipeka and Jiff moved up to Son of Vale. Then Crewshade. It's Roipeka and Jiff. Jiff and Roipeka. Roipeka the outside's just in front as they hit the line. And Roipeka wins it by a half length to Jiff. Crewshade third. Then Son of Vale bugging Rip Grey Zone.
Very vigorous ride there from Graham Cook, and great battle between he and Mick Dittman on the runner-up Jiff over the final 100 metres. Let's now have a look at the double and treble information from Eagle Farm yesterday. Firstly, the double of 7 and 10 paid $5.05, while the treble 3, 7 and 10, the Gavin Duffy treble paid $11.70. Close to the post, and Jill Ray finishes resolutely, just can't quite pick up relief.
Lingo Dashing Queen, a length and a half to Jill Ray, and behind those next is a Single-Minded as they commence the swing. At the 400 metres, and relief on the inside leads Velafique. In third position on the inside, Ottalingo, a length and a half to Shogosha, having a bit of a bump with the stablemate Jill Ray, and Risley on the extreme outside. But at the 200 as Johnston goes for the whip on relief, she responds. The favourite's not doing anything at the moment, Shogosha. Relief the leader, but here is Jill Ray on the outside, looming up. It's relief in front, but Jill Ray is grabbing it. Will it be too late? Yes, it is. It's going to be relief hanging on to beat Jill Ray.
That Jill Ray not as fit as our Jill Ray. The second was the Meteor Handicap, and Peace Officer flashes home to just nail top of the pack close to the line.
Position second last, and back at the rear of proceedings, No Vanity, travelling to the corner, and Beatman Sewell top of the pack to the lead. He has a peep over the left shoulder, and rounding the bend, it's top of the pack, clearing away. About 3 lengths on high reserve, Prince Baguette. At the head of the others coming Tristram Lad, and then Peace Officer and Calaboose. At the 250, top of the pack under the whip shows the way. Peace Officer is about 2 lengths off second, and then high reserve Tristram Lad, Calaboose, and the others headed by Sibley's Review and Sheffield. Peace Officer goes up to top of the pack. Peace Officer on the outside doing by far the better, and Peace Officer raced home to beat top of the pack. Tristram Lad third over Calaboose.
The third was the Aspirant Handicap, and Ben Tira, heavily back, just gets up on the line after Sonia and Rising Prince had a great battle down the straight.
Doc Magoo, and then quick break on the inside rail is Royal Palladium Calcando. Congress second last, and Repeater going backwards around the corner. And again Rising Prince with a baldy face pokes up on the inside to share the lead with Sonia. A length and a half, Ben Tira third on the inside of Band Rhythm, and then John's Magic Essential and Oriental Crest. Here's Ben Tira getting the split now to go after Sonia and Rising Prince, and then Band Rhythm inside the 200 metres, and on the inside Rising Prince taken on again by Sonia, and Ben Tira working hard on the outside with Band Rhythm about 4 in line. As they hit the line, Ben Tira's going home better. I reckon he's got it, this heavily backed commodity. I think he's just won it, Ben Tira, from Sonia and Rising Prince and Band Rhythm.
The fourth went to All the Aces, and what a run this is. All the Aces raced in Brisbane last year. He scored at Bundamba in September, and this gave John Hayes his first Sydney winner. He looked 1,000,000 to 1 on the home turn, and what a performance.
Royal Racket, and All the Aces is out pretty deep, and 2 then 2 at the head of the other Sky Skipper, and the last couple is King and Toss High. They straighten up at the 400, and L'artiste in front of Firebunda. A length away third is Prince Vanquish, followed by Capilano, and Bistro Star held up badly with about 6 in front of him. At the 200, L'artiste being taken on by Firebunda. Golden Award trying to get out. Capilano coming into it from Prince Vanquish, and then All the Aces right down the outside. It is simply flying home, All the Aces, and runs right over the top of them to win it. All the Aces from Capilano and L'artiste then go.
Baldoon won the Lord Mayor's Cup to the cheer of the bookies. Baldoon a failure at Newcastle during the week when favourite, but here he gets through it. Narrow split in the centre, just about 100 metres out, and good ride by Les Masters as the bookies cheered home the 33 to 1 shot.
Forward charge, and High about to be wound up, and then Baldoon. Kiwi Compass hooking to the outside as they swing the corner. At the 400 metres, and Insignia by nearly a length on Lance Lotto. On the outside, High starting to come into the picture. Forward charge is locked away, and then Kiwi Compass and Baldoon. At the 250, Lance Lotto went to the lead from on the inside, Insignia. High on the outside, battling on Baldoon, getting a split in the middle now. Here's Baldoon after High the outside, and Insignia with on the inside Lance Lotto, but it's going to be Baldoon. It's much too good, Baldoon. Baldoon beat High and Lance Lotto.
The Civic Handicap next went to Young Blood, but a good performance here from Seeker's Gold, who may have been a shade unlucky. She just had to manoeuvre sideways to get a run in about the 100 metres mark and just failed.
Making eyes a half third. A couple clear Apollo inside Honest Promise. Then comes Seeker's Gold. The riders pulled the whip on Trench Digger. Rubo's dropped out third last from Prince Harvey, taken to the outside, and Wrong Pages tailed off at the 300. And Shakespeare's hanging. Young Blood's a half length from him on the inside. Clear Apollo pulling to the outer now. A length and a Honest Promise, and Seeker's Gold going up on the inside. But it's Young Blood now drawing to a clear-cut lead. 100 to go. It's Young Blood a length on Clear Apollo, followed by Seeker's Gold getting out. Young Blood in front. Seeker's Gold won't make it. And Young Blood has just won from either Seeker's Gold or very wide out Clear Apollo.
There's still a chance Seeker's Gold may come north for the Brisbane Winter Carnival. The next was the Mare of Marathon Handicap, 1400 metres, and another win to the Cowra Mare, Our Fable.
Cloud whips them in, travelling round the corner at the 450, and the big mare from Cowra, Our Fable, leads the way. She's about a length and a half. Stolen Song and Blazing Silks. Flying Lark going through on the inside, behind them Baldoon, then White Wine, and a length and a half. Kairu Kali dropping off and collided with Step and Style, and as they run to the 200, Our Fable shot away at the 200 proper, and Our Fable about 2.5 lengths on Baldoon, followed by White Wine and Sharani Miss rattling down the outside, but Our Fable's going to win again. She's a great mare. Our Fable 2.5 on Baldoon and Sharani Miss, and that's the way they finish.
Classy performance that from Our Fable. The last was the Welter, and a good ride by Larry Olsen sees Row of Waves score most decisively.
Dashing the Salt here, just leading Boulder's Brass in third spot. At this point, Bally Sound, and then comes on the outside Purple Edition, Row of Waves, a length and a quarter Argent. One then to Noble Heights is a fair way back, and Musen is next. They straighten for the run of the Judge, and Boulder's Brass and Dashing the Salt here. They battle it out, a length and a half. Row of Waves, Purple Edition. Here's Argent getting between them. Oh, got a bit of a squeeze up between Boulder's Brass and Purple Edition, and Row of Waves strode to a break of about a half length, now 3/4, now a length. Noble Heights not finishing quickly enough, but it's all Row of Waves. Olsen getting everything out of Row of Waves. It's well clear of Argent and Purple Edition, and Row of Waves wins it from Argent. I think
the favourite Noble Heights very disappointing. Let's have a look at the double and treble information now from Rose Hill. The double 5 and 4 paid $82.30, and the treble there 7, 5 and 4 paid $775.05. That was the action from Rose Hill yesterday. We'll take a break and come back. A well-timed run to score with ease.
At the 600 metres mark, they run Rule Rocker, now being joined by Irameferia. Water on the track, racing 3 horses wide as Peter's Charm there, followed back behind them by Sky Ross, and Zama Lad will have to go very wide. They straighten up, coming out of the second last one at the 400 metres mark now. Out wide Peter's Charm by half a length to Irameferia. Along the inside rail next to Sky Ross, and Hot Tax is down, and here comes the favourite. Zama Lad is starting to join in. Coming down to the last one at the 200 metres mark, Peter's Charm being tackled by Zama Lad. Zama Lad with a better jump has gone to the front past the clock tower, and the favourite Zama Lad is starting to draw away at the Judge, and Zama Lad is going to win pretty easily. Coming down to the line, and Zama Lad, and that's the way he should have won the other day at Caulfield. He's won it pulling up by 4 lengths to Peter's Charm. Getting up the run third on the inside was back behind.
The Fresh Foods Handicap was the second, 1,200 metres, and the winner here was Monolith. Runs on strongly to beat Renina's Son, who battled on strongly after looking the winner at about the 200-metre mark.
Bunch also out deep on the track as Viva Perec, and they're followed further back in the field then at the head of the others there by La Magic. Coming out of the course proper down inside the 450 metres mark, and the leader Carpalua travelling well by a length and a quarter to Eriton. Up racing 3 horses wide was Renina's Son, there followed by Pride of Kalina, badly in need of a runner, but is now getting out and starting to run home hard. There followed by Monolith, behind them was Karanama running on. Down the outside was the favourite Sky Train, and also further back was Prince Nurayat. Here's a go. Over on the inside, Renina's Son being tackled by Pride of Kalina. Monolith is down the outside. Renina's Son joined by Monolith, now headed, and Monolith is starting to draw away to win by half a length to Renina's Son. Pride of Kalina has run third. Out wide.
The favourite there was Skytrain, very disappointing. He started 5 to 4 and had every chance. The third was the Travellers Apparel Handicap, 1,400 metres, and Honeybee Hold, a very classy performance carrying 58 kilos.
Golden Ale, fourth, hard ridden. Then So Like Bell, there followed by Larkacott very wide, followed further back by Hostile Miss, not going at all well. A break into Alcatraz, followed by Mr. Mir and also Jean Pamela. Inside the 400 metres mark, and Gauchi sitting quietly on the top weight, Honey Behold. Honey Behold by more than 2 lengths on Sand Ripper. Imperial Duchess looks looked the only danger, running on resolutely. Behind them was Larkocott running on fairly well, but Honey Beholder's well clear past the clock tower. Honey Beholder's starting to draw right away, and she's a very good filly, this one. Coming out of the judge, and it's another win for Darren Gauci, and Honey Behold wins it by at least 4 lengths to Imperial Duchess, who's run the corner just in front of Larkocott. Behind them was further back Sand Ripper, Heart Lassie.
Waikato King won the steeple, and you'll notice his rider D Cannon lose his whip about 100 metres out from the finish, and he resorts to the arms, the hands and everything going to get Waikato King home.
Waikato King from Lord China. Wainui is starting to join in there, followed further back in the field then by Astro Flame. Wainui not getting a great deal of room. Homeward bound at the 400 metres mark. They've got one to jump at the 380 metre mark. They run. The leader was Waikato King, being joined now by Lord China as they jumped the last one. Lord China ran it down badly. Waikato King clear from Lord China, who's got the better pace on the pat. On the flat there, followed further back by Wainui and also Astro Flame. Safekeeping can't win. Here's a go. The leader was on the inside. Waikato King given a hammering. The rider's lost his whip. He's using his hand only. Waikato King about a half a length in front of Lord China, and he's too good, Waikato King. Waikato King has won it by a half a length to Lord China. Wainui has run third there, followed by Astro.
Top of the Heather looked long odds on to score in the 5th event. He was well clear inside the distance, but the flashing run of the greatest is one to keep an eye on for the future.
The leader Priceless proved by more than 2 lengths to Madonot. A bit more the length then to Woundella Lady, 3 horses wide there, followed wider out by Rule the Turf. Then Sky Runners had no luck in transit, 4 horses wide there, followed further back by Top of the Heather. Arctic Wolf is going back to the inside right, and there followed further back by Top Fiddle and Bright Laurel. Benora can't win. Coming down inside the 250 metre mark, and Top of Heather in one stride has gone straight past Priceless Prue. Madonot battling on well. Arctic Wolf is badly snookered up there, followed further back by Sky Runner, and the greatest is storming home down the outside. Top of the Heather clear. He's riding it very quietly down the outside. The greatest is storming home and got up and won. The greatest has won, running away by 3/4 of a length. The Top of the Heather. Arctic Wolf might have run third. It will keep. Had no luck.
Well named, that horse. You might have noticed at the 400 metres he was in front of only 3 runners. The next was the straight 6, and Count Ajax, always travelling like a winner over on the flat side, gets home from He's a Haze in a deceptive photo.
Has now dropped out the last and jumped the crossing. Coming onto the course proper, 400 metres to go. Over on the flat side, the leader was Blue Vein from Count Ajax, who looks to be going all right. In the centre then was Painted Version, the grey there, followed by Northern Jim, Airbank, Hard Ridden. Back behind them, Ben Criado, Chesterfield and Hello. Iko's broken down hopelessly, and Vorton got a bad check. And on the grandstand rail, the leader was He's a Haze, about a neck in front of Stelina. And water on the track is Segavian Rhythm, with about 120 metres to go. Here's a great go. Count Ajax is clear from Painted Version. He's a Haze is down the outside. They're wide apart. Count Ajax just in front. They hit the line and won. Give it a Kane Ajax from He's a Haze. Close for third is either Stelina or Painted Version. There followed by...
The 7th went to Magistral. A very good ride here from veteran Kevin Mitchell. Magistral may now go to Adelaide for the Cup. He started the favourite at 6-4.
650 metres to go. Able Chief by 3/4 of a length to Rouge Knight. They were followed further back by King Sapphire third, 3 horses wide and hard ridden. On the rail is Magistral. This pace up in front should suit him. A break into Charzura, tracking up behind Magistral, and they're followed by Niako King and Man of Ice. Coming down inside the 400 metres mark at Able Chief, giving a ton of cheek, about a neck in front of Rouge Knight. Magistral about to wheeze around them. They're followed further back by Bounty Bell, Charzura. Coming down to the 200 metres mark, and Mitchell goes for home on Magistral. He's clear. About a neck to Rouge Knight. Bounty Bell is running home well, and they're followed further back by Niako King. But Magistral in front, about 80 metres to go. Bounty Bell is trying hard, but he's too good on a great ride, K. Mitchell. Magistral wins it, putting up by a length and a quarter to Bounty Bell. Running third is Niako King. Fourth in was Able Chief.
Pleach took out the metric mile, ridden by apprentice Gauci. You'll notice about 300 metres from home, Gauci's on the inside of Ben's Magic and then switches across the leader's heels, and a good performance by Pleach. Wholesome flashes home to get second.
They commence the long swing for home at the 450 metres mark. The leader, Ben's Magic, by a length and a quarter to War Knight. On the rail, racing third is Pleach. Deeper on the track then is Walk With Me, starting to run home hard, and likewise Whole Sam down the outside. Behind them was High Rain. Bit of a snob looking for the way out past the 250 metre mark, and the leader was Ben's Magic by a length and a half. The Pleach is now given full bore. Whole Sam is down the outside. Caramelise running on. Ben's Magic about a neck in front of Pleach, who's getting to it now. Pleach put its head in front. Down the outside is Whole Sam. Pleach in front. They hit the line, and she's too good. And Pleach is wanted by a neck to on the outside is Whole Sam, who should have walked in. Gave away an impossible start. Caramelise third. They're followed by Ben's Magic.
He's getting expensive, Wholesome, but he may be worth one more chance. The last went to Muffler, ridden by former Queenslander Robert Heffernan. He runs on very strongly.
As they start to get very wide, they were followed back behind them by Butry, running a fair race from Maiden. A break then Tarango Boy, followed by Streeted. Next to last there was Kingsmead, and a bad last point the gun. Inside the 350 metres mark, and the leader Saito giving a ton of check. It's Saito by a length and a half to Glen Morrison. Water on the track then is Folkland starting to wind up and coming hard, and likewise Muffler. Down the outside is Grounded running on, followed by Bletcher Boy as they go past the tower. Folkland clear, no good thing being tackled by Muffler, who's getting home hard down the outside. Muffler put its head in front, Folkland is fighting back, but Muffler too good, wins it by a neck to Folkland. Out wide running third is Chagamar, there followed further back by Grounded.
That was the Flemington card. Let's now have a look at the double and treble and extra double from Flemington yesterday. Firstly, the double 4 and 2 paid $43.70. The treble numbers 5, 4 and 2 paid $806.40, while the extra double there 3 and 4 paid $4.
Travesco was the winner, starting at 4 to 1. The favourite Macadamia finished second at 5 to 4 and had every chance.
Reen's Image from out wide is showing a ton of toe and leads on the first turn. Macadamia second, Carla Petit third, then Lambert Spirit, followed by Top Harris spearing through in the centre on the outside of Travesco. Kimanon is second last, and Stuck Fast drops out to the tail of the field as they make the run through the catching pen. Reen's Image with a wing at every foot leads, but Macadamia is closing on it quickly now. 5 lengths away Travesco, then Carla Petit, followed by Top Harris, Lambert Spirit, Kimanon and Stuck Fast. Macadamia joined Reed's Image coming to the turn. The favourite went to the lead. A length and a half Reen's Image. Travesco running on. Macadamia turns for home. Travesco flying. Travesco coming at Macadamia. Travesco's going home the better and got up to score. Travesco pipped the favourite on the line. Macadamia second. Reen's Image.
Thanks, Paddy, and that was the action from the Gaborone.
Winfield dollars at Bundamba this afternoon. He landed some very good bets. He was backed in from 10 to 1 to start at 8 to 1. He came from about midfield coming onto the home turn, and beautifully ridden by Mel Shoemaker. He finished very, very strongly in the straight to record a very good win. He defeated Rhinestone, who started at 16 to 1. Sunset Affair was third at 7 to 1. And the disappointment was the unplaced favourite Lorella, opened at 6 to 4 ease to start at 2 to 1, but she was beaten at the 200 metre mark, and her run today was disappointing. I thought the other best run of the day came from Fanta Boy to win the last leg of the treble. He came from almost last in a big field. He flew home to win. And the first leg of the treble was won by the outsider, and that was Got a Light. But the feature race today went to Sao Borja as we go to the replay now of today's Bundamba treble. In the straight with about 250 to go, and Capital Bid led Kelly Cherie. Noble Biscay coming home strongly on the outside, and here's Got a Light with a big run. Capital Bid tackled by Kelly Cherie, and look at Miss Biscay, and wide out Got a Light. Got a Light raced up with Noble Biscay. Got a Light just in front. They hit the line. It's just one. Got a Light just beat Noble Biscay. 250 metres to go, and now to go the leader. Noted Prince Rhinestone, and now Lorella out on the centre coming home fast. So is Saya Borja, and here's Sunset Affair finishing well. And now to go tackle by Rhinestone, but have a look at Saya Borja finishing brilliantly. Rhinestone took the lead, but Saya Borja's going to him quickly. Saya Borja drew level with Rhinestone, and Saya Borja got up to beat Rhinestone. Third Sunset Affair from at the 250 metre mark, and Sweet Surprise drove up past City Square. Blue 2, Enfield Princess and Fanta Boy rattling from nowhere. Sweet Surprise the leader, but have a look at Fanta Boy. Fanta Boy went to Sweet Surprise in a stride, took the lead and rushed away to win it easily. Fanta Boy's beat Sweet Surprise. Third Enfield Princess.
Today's TAB information, the Brisbane treble numbers 9, 5 and 6 paid $1,060.70. The double 5 and 6 paid $19.20. Brisbane trifecta on race 7, numbers 5, 9 and 4, $1,139.55. The extra trifecta on race 9, numbers 6, 8 and 5, paid $220.50. The Sydney treble, 8, 13 and 9, $1,794.10. The Sydney double, 13 and 9, $518.45. Sydney trifecta on race 5, 13, 4 and 11, $3,592.05. The extra trifecta on race 7, numbers 9, 5 and 13, $1,090.05. In Melbourne, the treble of 3, 5 and 2 paid $62.10. The double 5 and 2, $11.90. The extra double on races 7 and 9, numbers 5 and 2 paid $14.40. The trifecta on race 6, 5, 8 and 9, $529.65. The extra trifecta on race 8, 2, 6 and 4 the combination, returned $454.95. Well, could he be
Down the inside, followed by Crimson Shale, Crown Witness. Spark of Life can't go the speed. He's getting well back in the field with another Piper. Further back then came Little Colback. Second last, Cold Prince, and With a Vengeance last. Down the side, 500 metres to go. Elzark nicely clear. Two in front of Cloudway. A length and a half away third. Raison D'Etre. New Topic now starting a run on the outside. Then Fire Bay. Further back, Copper Leaf, Crown Witness, Spark of Life to the outside. And then Little Cole into the straight. 350 out. And here's Cloudway looming up quickly on the outside to go to the lead from Elzark. Raison D'Etre now popped the big question after the leader, followed by New Topic and then Fire Bay. Raison D'Etre out after Cloudway. It's Cloudway just in front of Raison D'Etre, but Raison D'Etre shortly after, race to the front from Cloudway. Fire Bay coming home gamely, but Raison D'Etre in front, drawing to the line and is too good for them. Raison D'Etre first, second Fire Bay, third Cloudway or Spark of Life. Next home.
Even at this stage, Raison D'Etre looks the one to beat in the Sires and the Castlemaine in June. The second was the first novice, and a good win here to Emelay and Chief Mate. They fought out a very, very tight finish, and have a look at them at the home turn. You'll notice they're in front of only one horse, these two, and they make their runs down the outside together.
Majestic Missile out wide began quickly. Romantic Reveller slow to get going. He stood in the boxes about 10 lengths last. Blythe Boy began very quickly, and Gelano showing speed shortly after the jump with Pocket Prince, Barbara's Boy, Afro Woonak. Caught a little wide, Nanakir in the early stages. Quarter share getting back to midfield along the rails. On settling down now, 1,000 to go. As Blythe Boy, the leader, a length and a half in front of Barbara's Boy. Gelano third, followed by Pocket Prince, Afro Woonak. Majestic Missile is trapped off the track. Quarter shared next. A length and a half further back then to Nanakir, who's caught wide space of Peel. Dom picking up ground, then Carnarvon Bridge. Grecian Vale next on the inside of Grand Farewell, and then Beaumere. Langstone starting a run. He's moving up on the outside, Langstone. A length and a half further back to Emelay, who's back there with Blue Sector, a long way back in the field, Blue Sector. Even Seals off the track, but running up into about midfield now. Back second last as they come to the corner, Romantic Reveller. And as they run around the bend now, Blythe Boy is nicely cleared. Chief Mate back third last. As they come around the corner, and Blythe Boy has raced away from them, a length and a half on Barbara's Boy. Third over on the inside, Pocket Prince, Majestic Missile, Afro Woonak, Gelano. Even Seal down the outside with a big run. Dom working his way clear, and then Carnarvon Bridge. And finishing gamely, Blue Sector. Barbara's Boy loomed up to get to the lead from Blythe Boy. Pocket Prince, Even Seal on the outside, Majestic Missile. Coming home strongly, Chief Mate from the clouds. Emalay's flying as well. Here's a big go. They're drawing to the post. Oh, not much in it. Emelay or Chief Mate. They're the two most prominent in this. It's either Emelay or Chief Mate. Even Seal close there with them with Blue Sector.
Great finish there. The third was the Mike Higgins handicap, and the Sydney 4-year-old Just For Tristram scored with something in reserve. He's still in the Brisbane Cup, but trainer Sid Brown is considering whether to run in the Brisbane Cup or save him for the 4X Cup at Doomben in July. But you'll notice Cook, have a look inside and outside. Graham Cook about the 150 metres mark, and I think he had a fair bit in reserve at the finish on Just For Tristram. The Gala mascot, the Melbourne stayer, was disappointing.
They're off now. Near the inside, Co began quickly, and Chance always showing speed. Gala Mascot can't go the pace. He's getting back. Sports Model out wide. Homid towards the centre, showing a bit of dash in the early stages. Vulcan Secret trapped about 5 deep, but going up towards the leading bunch. El Lorena about 6th on, settling down. Just For Tristram getting back. He's third last at the moment, passed by Gala Mascot, then Smoky Babylon and Music Maestro at the rear. Running to the turn out of the straight, Homid the leader. Homid leads by 3/4 of a length on Vulcan Secret. Co third on the inside of Sports Model, then Chance always, El Lorena. A length and a half to Gala Mascot, then Just For Tristram, Smoky Babylon, and Music Maestro was last. Running up towards the bend at the 1400. Homid, the leader, he's a half length in front of Baldoon Secret. They're no speed on, they're just cantering along at the moment. Third on the inside, Code travelling nicely, followed by Sports Model, then Chance always, El Lorena. Gala Mascot back fourth last on the inside of Just For Tristram, and together at the rear, Music Maestro and Smoky Babylon. Still no pace on as they run along the back with 1100 to go, and Homid's making the speed out in front by a half length on Baldoon Secret. Co's a length away third on the inside, followed by Sports Model. El Lorena coming out 3 deep, starting to pick up ground now. He's making a dash on him. Chance always next, a length and a half to Gala Mascot, then Just For Tristram. By second last of this stage, Smoky Babylon, and last of all was Music Maestro. Coming down the side, they're starting to pack up a little bit now, 750 to go. Baldoon Secret loomed up on the outside of Homid to vie for the lead, a half length away third, but trapped a bit deep, El Lorena. Followed by Co on the rail, then Sports Model. Gala Mascot now picking up ground, Just For Tristram starting a run, then Smoky Babylon, Chance always, and Music Maestro last. Onto the home turn, 450 metres left to go. Homid just in front of Baldoon Secret as they swing around the corner. El Lorena a half length away away third. Here's Just For Tristram joining in quickly on the outside. He's looming up to them. Co behind them, then Gala Mascot, followed by Smoky Babylon. Just For Tristram went up on the outside to join Balkan Secret. Homid third, followed by El Lorena and then Smoky Babylon. Just For Tristram in front. He's a half-length clear. Smoky Babylon on the outside, running on gamely, then Balkan Secret, Homid and Co. Just For Tristram in front, drawing to the line. He's too good for them. And Just For Tristram wins it. Just For Tristram first. Smoky Babylon second. It's close for third. Co, Homid and Balkan Secret in a photo, then Gala Mascot.
The fourth was the sports scene graduation. Swift Avon came from well back, well ridden by Gavin Duffy, the first of a winning treble. But have a look at the run of Royal Nell. You'll notice her in red, white and black colours. She was desperately unlucky in the straight, and as was Brilliant Beauty, who was the medium of a sensational plunge.
The lead nation in the early stages, and Moonby Star began brilliantly racing through, going to the front. Getting back Brilliant Beauty to midfield now along the inside with Puff. Royal Nell back second last with Lilding Star, and Liakwa immediately goes to the rear. Running past the 1,000, Moonby Star the outside of Venetian Valley. They're going along stride for stride. Je Suis Belle third on the outside of Champagne Kate a length, then to Ice Rose, followed by Arctic Thought, Brilliant Beauty, Puff. Then Lady Liffard, Châtain Belle caught a little wide on the outside of Neige. Back along the inside of Swift Avon at this stage, followed by Molly Bond picking up ground, and then Mystic Affair, Lilding Star. Team Princess a long way back, then Liakwa, and Royal Nell was last. Down the side, 600 metres out. Venetian Valley a half length on Moonby Star, a length away third Champagne Kate, then Je Suis Belle, Arctic Thought, Brilliant Beauty, followed by Ice Rose, Puff. Then Lady Lippard starting to run Liakwa, going up quickly on the outside of Neige, and then Swift Avon giving them a long start. Molly Bond next on the inside, then Lilding Star and Team Princess around the corner, 350 to go. Venetian Valley just in front of Champagne Kate as they straighten up. Je Suis Belle on the outside. Brilliant Beauty looking everywhere for a run. There's no room there at the moment. Here's Liakwa, Lady Lippard, Arctic Thought and Puff down the outside. Plenty of chances, 150 to go. Puff loomed up to take the lead. Liakwa on the outside, and here's Swift Avon coming from the clouds. She's flying home. Liakwa, Puff, Swift Avon. Swift Avon on the outside, loomed up to take the lead. Close to home, and I think she's got up. I'd say Swift Avon has just beaten Puff and Liakwa. Royal Nell flew to get fourth, then Lady Lippard, Lilding Star, Team Princess Arctic.
Some good performances there, but none better than Royal Nell's. I think she's going to make amends quickly, particularly at Eagle Farm on the bigger stretches. The next was the David Fordham graduation and Crewshade. She's not very big, she's all heart. She had to do a little bit of work in the early part of the race when Gavin Duffy was trapped wide. He elected to go forward and sit outside the leader, and she showed tremendous courage in the straight.
Going up towards the lead. Patton Prince from out wide showing a ton of speed at the early stages, and so too is I Love Me with Prince Consul. Fair Indian getting back. Garda Review second last, and Bo Chief immediately drops to the rear of the pace for first time. There's no speed on, and Patton Prince is just bowling along at the moment, joined by I Love Me the centre, and Prince Consul three deep. A length and a half to Call Me Digger, caught a bit wide on the outside of Jogger, and without authority the rails, and then Crewshade, Le Capitaine. Garda Review going up along the inside, and then Fair Indian and Bo Chief on the bend at the 1600, and it's Prince Consul on the outside, about to go over onto the rails and lead Patton Prince by a length and a half. I Love Me a half length away third. Call Me Digger going up three deep. He's running up into second place now without authority, about fifth on the rails. Crewshade caught off the track, and rather than sit out there, she's sliding up towards the leading bunch, and then Jogger, Fair Indian, Garda Review, then Le Capitaine and Bo Chief at the rear. Call Me Digger has taken over as they run past the 1200, leads by a half length on Crewshade. Prince Consul has settled well third, Patton Prince fourth, then I Love Me without authority, followed by Jogger. Fair Indian still caught wide, and he's sliding up towards midfield. A length further back to Garda Review, then Le Capitaine and Bo Chief, 850 to go, and the leader, it's Call Me Digger, a length in front of Crewshade. Prince Consul third on the rails. Fair Indian now fourth, running up on the outside of Patton Prince, a length to Without Authority, followed by Jogger. Then I Love Me on the outside. Further back then came Garda Review, then Le Capitaine, and Bo Chief was last. As they come down the side, 650 out, and it's Call Me Digger, a length and a half in front of Crewshade. Prince Consul a half length away third on the inside, then Fair Indian, followed by Patton Prince Without Authority. Jogger's now starting a run. He's coming into it with a good burst on the outside, and then Garda Review. Onto the home turn, 400 metres to go. Crewshade loomed up in the centre to head off Call Me Digger, but tackled immediately by Fair Indian. Prince Consul, Patton Prince behind them. Jogger to the outside, and then Le Capitaine. Crewshade in front, leads by a half length on the outside. Fair Indian, he's under a bit of pressure now. Then Patton Prince, she's got away from them. Crewshade, she's two in front. Patton Prince and Fair Indian battling on fairly well, but today's a day. And Crewshade, hard ridden by Duffy at the end, goes on to win it by a length and a half. Patton Prince second, Fair Indian third, then Prince Consul, followed by Le Capitaine.
It's the first 5 from Doomben yesterday. We'll take this break and then be back with the big one. Point. The runs of Haley's Hope, Homemade, and the 4th place getter Vicky Av, the New Zealander, were quite sound for the Oaks to be run at Eagle Farm next Saturday. Vicky Av was forced a little wide on the home turn, and her effort was sound.
Towards the outside began fairly well, and Homemade showing speed. Prince Comedy near the inside began nicely, and so too did Haley's Hope and Sunnyvale. Getting back short out to the start, Vicky Av with Admiral Lincoln and Noble Falcon. Running up to the post the first time, and Dittman has taken him to the lead. It's Strawberry Road rolling to the front. It leads by 3/4 of a length on Homemade. Sunnyvale 3/4 of a length away third the inside. Followed by Star of the Night moving up on the outside of Settled Night. Haley's Hope over on the inside, a length and a half to Prince Comedy. There's no speed on. Admiral Lincoln's a fair way back in the field there with Sir Riverton, Vicky Av and Noble Falcon last. Heading up the side with about 1,400 to go. Strawberry Road's running it to suit himself out in front. He's settled okay. Strawberry Road by a length and a half on Sunnyvale. Ahead away third, Homemade on the outside. 2 lengths then to Star of the Night on the outside of Haley's Hope. Followed by Settled Night and then Prince Comedy on the rails. Now, Admiral Lincoln starting a burst. He's going up on the outside. He's trapped a bit deep. Then Sir Evident, Vicky Av and Noble Falcon. Still no speed on as they go past the 1,200. Strawberry Road, the leader. He's a length and a half clear of Homemade on the outside of Sunnyvale. Admiral Lincoln a half length away, 4th on the outside, followed by Star of the Night, then Sir Riverton. Over on the rails, Haley's over length and a half to Saddle Night, then Prince Comedy. Back second last, Vicky Av, Noble Falcon at the rear of the field and hard ridden, 8.50 to go. Strawberry Road's doing it easily out in front. Strawberry Road by a length and a half. In second place, Homemade on the inside. She's travelling okay too, Homemade. Admiral Lincoln now going up on her outside. Followed then by Sunnyvale. Further back, Sir Riverton starting a long run. And then Haley's Hope, Star of the Night, Prince Comedy, Settled Night and Noble Falcon last with Vicky Av as they run onto the home turn with about 4.50 to go. Strawberry Road comes to the corner by a length and a half on Homemade. Admiral Lincoln third on the outside. Then Sunnyvale, Star of the Night, Sir Riverton. Vicky Av pulled to the extreme outside. Now starting a long run. Strawberry Road in front. 300 metres to go. He's a length and a half in front of Homemade. He's gone for the whip now on Homemade, and Dittman lets Strawberry go. He's raced away from them. Strawberry Road, he's about 3 lengths in front of Homemade, then Haley's Hope, but he's back on top today. He's killing them, Strawberry Road, and he's racing right away in the run to the line. Strawberry Road, he's down, wins it by 4 lengths. Haley's Hope second. Third, Homemade, followed by Vicky Av, Star of the Night, followed in by Sir.
The 7th was the second graduation. A good staying performance by Jeff. He's a lightweight chance in the Brisbane Cup if he can continue his current form. Because of technical problems, we don't have the early stages of this race. We picked them up just before the home turn. Soon.
Now, 150 to go. Charles Hyde-Civic just in front. Jeff cutting down Charles Hyde-Civic. Jeff moved up on the outside to grab the lead from Charles Hyde-Civic. They're clear of Lady Capulet, and it's Jeff getting away from Charles Hyde-Civic close to home to win it by a length. Jeff first, Charles Hyde-Civic second, third Lady Capulet, then Jickery Idalia Dream.
It was a good battle between Mel Shoemaker on Jeff and Mick Dittman on Charles Hyde-Civic in the final stages of the graduation. The 8th was the Jumbuck Flying, and a very big performance here by Grand Rocky. It was a qualifying race for the Rothmans 100,000, and Grand Rocky's in with a real chance in that race now. And good performance also by Confidentially. She had to be used up in the early part to be a little handier than she usually is, and she battled on strongly at the finish, although Grand Rocky was too good.
Last out of the stalls, Star of Sirocco a little slow out as well. Ramsey's the leader just in front of Gaelic, and Grand Series going up quickly into third place, then Cardi Star, Playful Prince, followed by Grand Joe, Confidentially Handy running about 7th at the moment, then Grand Rocky, Walk Away, Gay Tony caught wide. Deep Reflection next on the inside of Beach Boy, Kiwi Bride, then Son of Gosh, Star of Sirocco. A break to Baz Kiri, back second last Latins, well and no equal at the rear. Coming down the side, Grand Series 3 deep, loomed up to go to the lead. Grand Series just in front of Gardic, Ramsey's third over on the inside, a break of 2 lengths to Grand Duo, then Cardi Star. Playful Prince next, a length and a half to Confidentially, Gay Tony picking up ground, Grand Rocky on the inside. A couple of lengths then to Beach Boy, Hard Ridden, and then Deep Reflection and Star of Sirocco around the home turn, and Grand Series let go, raced away from them. He's 3 lengths in front of Gardic as they straighten up. Over on the inside, Ramsey's Cardi Star pulled to the outside. Playful Prince running on fairly well. Confidentially down the outside, and here's Grand Rocky with a big run. Grand Series in front. He's stopping now. They're swamping him. Grand Rocky on the extreme outside, limbed up to take the lead. Grand Rocky a length and a half in front of Confidentially, then Cardi Star, Grand Duo and Playful Prince, but he's too good, Grand Rocky, and Grand Rocky goes on to win it easily. Grand Rocky first, Confidentially second. Pretty close for third, Cardi Star, Grand Duo and Playful Prince. Beach Boy flew.
The last was the Roberts graduation. He looked the best bet of the day, awaited certainty, Kinchyle. After a few worries just before the home turn where Gavin Duffy just ran into a bit of a traffic jam, once he got into the straight and eased to the outside, Kinchyle was much too good. Good performance by Northern Beam, having his first run after a spell, and he looks as though he's going to pick up one of these graduation events in the near future.
Go, they're racing, and near the inside, 4X Strike began very quickly. Fast Blood and Connor's Empire showing speed, and Kinchyle came out running up about fourth in the early stages. Getting back along the rail, Stars Above, Northern Beam getting back, Revoked back second last, and the Cobb at the rear. On settling down now, 1,000 metres to go. Connor's Empire joined by Grey Colours, the outside, a length away third, Fast Blood. Then Flight King, fifth on the inside, 4X Strike, a length and a half to Nobly Born. Then Kucek, 2 lengths further back, Kinchyle, another length and a half to Northern Beam, followed by Stars Above. Third last at this stage, Old English, and then Revoked, and at the rear of the field, the Cobb coming down the side, 7.50 to go. Connor's Empire, a neck in front of Grey Colours, Fast Blood, a length away third. Then Flight King, 4X Strike, followed by Kucek, and then Nobly Born. Kinchyle ridden along, starting to pick up ground, and then Northern Beam, Old English. Further back, Stars Above, Revoked, and the Cobb onto the bend, 4.50 left to go. Connor's Empire will come around the corner, a neck in front of Grey Colours, a half length away third, Fast Blood. Northern Beam to the outside, Nobly Born running on gamely, a length and a half then to Kinchyle, who switched to the extreme outside. Connor's Empire kicked away as they straighten up. Northern Beam and Nobly Born down the outside, both coming home gamely. And here's the favourite, Kinchyle, on the extreme outside, winding up now. I think he's got them covered. It's Kinchyle going up to Northern Beam, and he takes the lead, and he's starting to come away from them. Kinchyle, if you're on the favourite, get in the queue. He's romping to the line. He's going to win it easily, and Kinchyle wins by 2 lengths. Northern Beam second, third Nobly Born, then Connor's Empire. The Cobb flew about fifth, the Cobb.
That was 3 winners to Gavin Duffy, and he's really riding in superb form at the moment. Let's now have a look at the double and treble information from the Doomben meeting. Firstly, the double, 5 and 8, Strawberry Road Grand Rocky. The double paid $5.05, and the treble numbers, 4, 5 and 8, paid $25.07.
Racing in Queensland took another giant step forward this week with the official opening here at the Gold Coast Turf Club of a wood fibre training track. It's the first of its kind in Queensland, it's the 6th in Australia, and it brings us up to date with many overseas countries who use this type of surface. All it is fine wood chip, and it's laid to about 7 inches deep. Its main claims to fame are that it's an all-weather track, and that it reduces the chances of injury to horses, particularly in the legs and during training. At the official opening on Monday by the Minister for Racing, Russ Hinds, I spoke to the man who devised it and who installed this one, Tim Gilder.
This is the first track in Queensland, but it's the 6th one in Australia. We've built them in Hong Kong, in Europe, UK, and a lot of inquiries from Japan at the moment.
One of the major benefits is claimed to be the fact that it is all weather. How does it stand up in, say, the heavy rain that we had here a week ago?
Yes, well, this is an interesting point. I mean, apart from the leg problems, the second biggest advantage is that it is an all-weather surface. And from the time of us putting the first track in at Epsom in Victoria, we've had a drought. And so this aspect of the track hasn't been proven. And we were very lucky here the day that we left, having finished the Gold Coast, it started to rain. And apparently they had something like 20 inches in 10 days, and training wasn't interrupted at all. So it has proven that point.
What about as a track for programmed races rather than just training?
Yes, racing, we would, in fact, well, we do, in fact, produce a racing surface, very similar, but of a finer quality. I can see it being used on occasions for races, but we're certainly not going about trying to eliminate grass tracks. But to run them alongside, to have them in reserve, that you just use your turf when it's in tip-top condition, any problems you can run on the Dormit track. I think this will be a natural progression, but it's something that will take a long time to happen.
The biggest single factor is the cost.
The cost is the problem at the moment. It is an expensive process to do, but it is just the initial outlay. When you spread it over perhaps 20 or 30 years, then of course it becomes very small. And what has people in the Australian racers have got to do now is to start thinking of the owner, the trainer and the horse, and start putting in decent facilities for training racehorses.
That all-weather track at the coast looks a wonderful innovation, and maybe the first of several to be introduced into Queensland. That's the local racing scene. We'll be back later in the program with the Sydney and Melbourne races.